Is Nikon eventually going to eat Fuji's lunch when it comes to retro cameras? What's up, everyone? My name's Pete. I am a portrait photographer based in New York. Thanks for joining me as always. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, do all of those good things. Not only do I appreciate it, but it helps me to put more time into these videos, which you apparently enjoy because you're watching them. So I've been thinking a lot about Nikon getting into the retro game, and I feel like the ZF is really the first retro camera that they've offered that will and has swayed Fujifilm users to switch. Now, I know a lot of you have reached out to me in messages or in comments and said that you have switched to ZF from whatever Fuji camera you were using, mainly because of autofocus issues and things like that. And I reviewed the ZF 2 times. The first time, some people felt like I didn't give it a fair shake, so I reviewed it again, and I was very impressed with it. I was this close to buying it. The thing that held me back was there wasn't enough for my taste, or there wasn't enough lens options from Nikon that have the retro style of the camera. So losing that aperture ring for me is a big deal, because that's probably my favorite part about using the retro cameras, because that's the easiest thing to adjust on the fly. It's so much easier to adjust than shutter speed on the fly, like from a dial perspective. And I think that's a big thing that right now is kind of holding them back. However, the camera is awesome. The quality is amazing. The photos are amazing. It's full frame, so there's a lot to love about it. And so I've been thinking about this lately, and then I saw in the Nikon rumor mill the other day an idea for a mock-up of another retro Nikon. At first I thought, oh, are they releasing this? Because this will could be a game changer for people. However, it's just kind of like a mock-up of what people want. But it got me thinking about Fujifilm and where they are right now. And I think that Nikon's in a good position, if they so desire, to really lean into the retro camera design and sway a lot of Fuji fans, especially if they come out with a small rangefinder style camera with a full frame sensor. I think it could be really enticing. So I've been thinking about this. I know a lot of you have reached out to me in comments and in messages and said that last year, especially with some of the autofocus drama that was going on, you switched to a ZF, and some of you are happy with it. I've gotten a few people who said you've actually gone back to Fuji because of colors and stuff like that, and I get all that. But this is what's been on my mind, and I figured let me jump on and rant about it a little bit, because let's be honest, you guys, you love my rants. Hey everyone, I'm interrupting my own video to tell you all about the Portrait Community, which is an online portrait coaching group that I run for portrait photographers, and we talk all about portrait photography and becoming better at our craft. We talk about business, we talk about life, we meet weekly online, and you get to work hands-on with me. So if you're interested, check it out in the description below. There is a link there where you can sign up for 14 days and just check it out for free, see what it's all about, and I hope to see you there. Now back to the video. Is when I got into this industry. Nikon was king, and they were like, every professional used Nikon, and Canon was kind of just chipping away at the professional market at that time. So the great Canon EOS 1 camera, I think it came out actually in 1989, 90, maybe early 90s, but the iteration of the EOS 1 series cameras by the late 90s into the early 2000s was just an awesome contender to Nikon. And so a lot of pros had started switching. And then, of course, when mirrorless became popular, Sony was king for a long time. And I feel like Nikon has gotten into the mirrorless game latest of the major brands. And so a lot of people kind of wrote them off, and people still make fun of Nikon, and you got all the potato jokes, which I participate in from time to time, and I find amusing, I'm not gonna lie, but they've really stepped it up, and their early mirrorless cameras were like, meh, but then within a couple of years, look at where they are now. So all of that, I think, has shown people, don't underestimate Nikon. They've been around a long time for a reason. They make awesome cameras. And check out this rangefinder mock-up. And again, this is not a camera that's being made, so don't go ahead and say, oh, look what Nikon is making. This is just somebody's dream wish list camera. The only reason I'm showing it to you is because I saw it on the Nikon rumors, and it made me think, oh, if they do make something like this, this could be something that really can sway some Fuji users. So that's all I wanted to rant to you about today. And listen, I appreciate all of you who follow this channel, who watch it, and please go ahead and subscribe. As I said before, if you subscribe to the channel, it helps me out so much, and it helps me to make more videos and invest more time into this channel. So go ahead in the comments below, let me know your thoughts. Are you one of those people who switched to a ZF? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Did you go back to Fuji? Let me know. If you saw a camera like this, if they make this rangefinder style Nikon, is that going to sway you? Especially since we still don't have an X Pro 4? Let me know in the comments below. And here's wishing you an awesome day, everyone. Go out and take some great pictures, and I'll see you next time. Peace.